Well, thank you, Dr. Singhvi and Surbiji. It's an honor to be here, part of this group. More importantly, I just want to say how indebted I am to the two of you for how radically you've transformed my life from where it was before the retreat and to where it is now. You know, the techniques that you taught, I honed in about four or five of the 10 or so that you taught. And those four or five are the ones that resonated the most with me. And I've been utilizing them almost on a daily basis now. Um, every morning, I start with the technique that Dr. Singhvi just mentioned about procrastination. Uh, I get up at 6 in the morning and I go for an intense workout. So I use that technique to get out of bed to do it on a daily basis. You know, with the technique that he's taught, it becomes very easy to get out of bed and go to the gym every morning. The other thing that has really completely transformed my life to in ways that I never thought was possible was the zero limits technique that Dr. Surbi taught. He used that all the time on the smallest of things, and the one thing I've started noticing significantly is how you start becoming lucky in life by that technique. You just have things happening your way, what you want to happen, even though it's one of the least expected outcomes that possibly your mind tells you. But but practicing that technique almost has made it where 75 to 80% of the time things go my way, and I am just in shock and awe as to how that happened, but it just ends up happening on a daily basis. So many a times things are out of your control. You can change yourself, but you can only achieve so much by changing yourself. And uh, you want to change something in somebody else, and the zero limit technique allows you to do that, where you do something that changes somebody else's behavior. And I have personally experienced that. So I really, just that being able to modify somebody else's behavior or traits or habits by doing this simple technique is just incredible by itself. So that zero limits is something by itself. If you learn how to do it and you consistently practice it, will more than make up for the entire training that you would get there. But you get so much more. But just learning zero limits is incredible. Uh, and then Dr. Singhvi's 2 sessions of hypnosis were just major breakthroughs for me. I had some very deep-rooted pain in my life, and even though this was in a group session, and I was very skeptical that how can something as deep as what I was experiencing would get resolved in a group hypnosis session. But uh, I can tell you that ever since that day that Dr. Singhvi did those 2 sessions, I have had no fear or no sadness in my life, even though things might not be going my way. But he taught a technique where he told us about a place where you could go to in the hypnosis that I constantly refer to. And as soon as I refer to that, I have a smile on my face and I say, this is nothing, it'll be all be fine. Um, so I can honestly say that, I don't know what the charges for these sessions are, but whatever I paid in Chicago, I would have paid 10 times that to if I'd actually known what I was going to get out of that, um, because I think it's just a steal. It's something that you can never fully value what you're paying for. It's so deep, intense, and so good that I personally feel like my life completely got transformed because of this.